Hello there, dreamers, and welcome to Disney Dreamlight Valley Reddit review. Let's see what's been going on in the last couple of days. Cinderella, do you need something? Oh my. Wait a minute. Did you already unlock her? Or did you just start the fairy godmother quest and she just peeking into the window? If that's the case, that is creepy. But I'm guessing this is some quest. I think this is Cinderella's quest. So you're all inside Fairy's godmother's house and she got glitched into the window. This is hilarious. Like, these kinds of glitches always put a smile on my face, as long as they don't break the game. PSA, the new celestial pond fits perfectly in front of Merlin's house. Ooh, interesting. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Do you think it was meant to be put in front of Merlin's house, or is it a lucky coincidence that we got? I like this pond. I do feel like it's a little bit difficult sometimes to blend it into your environment, but at least if you put it in front of the Merlin's house, you have one side figured out. You just have to figure out what to do with the other sides. It seems like it's a fit, though Merlin's house is made out of white marble and the fountain is made out of gray stone, so that does seem like the materials at least are a little bit different, but at least it's symmetrical. That's something. Wow, Dreamlight Anya made a post, a build with Cozy Star Observatory. That is such a cool idea to use this path. It almost looks like little stars in the sky. And this is an Ever After. The area which I'm actually gonna start decorating today. Later today. In a member-only stream, my first ever decorating stream in Eternity Isle. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun. If you're a member or a subscriber on Twitch, please join. And then we'll continue decorating on Sunday. I'm looking forward to getting back into the decorating and hopefully making some progress this year. Maybe we'll be able to finish the entire DLC this year. That would be great, though. That map is huge. And I have this whole memory fields that I don't know what to do with. At least the worst thing about Storybook Vale actually might turn out to be the best thing about Storybook Vale. The fact that everything spawns in those little pockets near the trials or the corridors in between biomes. That sounds like a curse, but it could be a blessing, because that means that none of that garbage is going to spawn in the main areas, which is hopefully going to make decorating easier. Fantastic work as always, Anya, and you just giving me some ideas. I think the celestial stuff is gonna fit perfectly inside the Ever After. My jaw dropped when I saw this dress in the shop. This is funny. I've seen so much feedback of people saying that this is like the best dress of all times. And I'm here pretty much with the opposite point of view. To me personally, I don't feel impressed by this dress at all. This is just speaks how different people's perceptions are of the same items. And I'll tell you exactly why this dress does not impress me. It's because of the gradient in the bottom. I have done so many Touch of Magic dresses, and this gradient, this looks exactly like Touch of Magic gradients that somebody just put it on top. I know it's silly, and I know that most people are not gonna notice or see the same reference to the Touch of Magic, but I don't know, I cannot get it out of my head. To me, it looks cheap because it feels like the bottom of it was done in Touch of Magic. I know it's dumb, but I am curious. Am I the only one? I did buy the dress, and I did use it in a DreamSnap, but I did have my legs cut off, so I could only see the top part. The top part looks gorgeous. The bottom, I feel like could be better. But I gotta say, the fact that this dress glows in the night, that is a pretty huge selling point. So overall, I think it was a great addition. Somebody please, don't ruin my night. Name's Oswald. Pleased to meet you. Okay, why? Why would your night be ruined? It's Oswald. Please, please, please tell me Oswald's dialogue box always looks like this. I'm so obsessed with it. I know! I wanted that too! Like, that would be such a cool touch. They could just make it that he talks normally, but they could keep the style of the dialogue box for all of his future dialogues. It would be such a cool touch. Yep, a lot of people are not very happy that it went back to normal, but yeah, it is what it is. Ooh, hot take. Interesting. How hot are we talking? I don't have FOMO. For those of you that do, I actually want to catch them. Please enjoy doing so and catch one in my honor. That's it. That's the post. FOMO, no FOMO, my point still stands. I love to all my fellow Valley players. So, you refuse to catch all the companions and critters. I mean, I don't have all companions and critters, and I don't feel like there is actual FOMO about catching them, except the part where we need the main Valley critters to complete the Olaf's grand exhibition, which honestly, since I completed it, I haven't looked at it, I haven't touched it, I haven't done anything with it, so it was a nice piece of content. It was fun for 15 minutes while it lasted, unlocking all the new items. I do like looking at the items, though. Items are pretty cool. But I do not personally feel compelled to collect every single companion in the game. I understand why people do. I don't think it's FOMO. I think it's just people want to be able to complete everything this game has to offer, and getting every critter in the game is one of those things. So I think eventually I will put an effort to do so. But for now, I'm pretty content just having most of them. I got all of them except the ones that appear in very inconvenient times. And I don't think Grand Exhibition is enough of a reason for me to rush to complete them right now. Wait, I just realized Ricky Spanish made this post. Ricky is a member of our community, and wow, congratulations on a very successful post. It seems like a lot of people either share your view or actually respect you for expressing a hot take, and you are even gonna get a croc named after you, which is incredible. I would die for this version of Ariel in the premium shop. Ooh, where is this from? Why does it look so weird? Which version? The... what? You mean the dress or the style? Because that looks strange. What happened to this? Is that like a frame from a movie? I mean, it does look like a pretty cool looking dress. I feel like we have something similar. At least similar cut. Not sure about similar design, but yeah, this makes Ariel look different for sure. Moonstone inflation. Well, inflation is in real life. Now we have inflation in DISNEY Dreamlight Valley. Let's read the vent. I feel like I'm the only one upset about BB-8, and maybe I am. I was so excited for him. I've been a Star Wars fan my whole life, but 3,000 Moonstones? Are you serious, Game Loft? You can get 2 notable companions with 2 houses and 2 poses for 2,500 Moonstones. Wait, what? 2? Are we talking about the geese from Aristocats? Because even though they are 2 separate companions, they're technically the same companion, just different color. But I do agree, it is definitely a better value. Even Max does 2 jobs, has 2 poses, and comes with a bunch of furniture for 4,000 Moonstones. I made the same argument when I saw them selling a dog. A dog! Sorry, Percy. I know you're a pretty cool dog, but 3,000 for no new pose at all? And even the one that there is, it's bugged because Percy is smaller than regular dog, so the regular dog pose looks very weird on him. He doesn't feel centered between your arms. I feel like this is a slightly better deal than having the Percy deal, but the Percy deal also made no sense to me. 3,000. Some notable companions are 2,500. Some of them are 3,000. Doesn't seem to make any sense. BB-8 has his own pose, but it's so stagnant and not super helpful since it makes you look down. Yeah, I agree. I do not see myself using that pose ever. I'm just super irritated that not only I'm dealing with real-life inflation, but Moonstone inflation as well. There are countless other examples of jacked-up Moonstone costs. It's sucking the joy out of it for me. And this is a very, very common opinion nowadays, I feel like. And I completely agree that 3,000 Moonstone for companion is ridiculous. It definitely rose in price. We used to be getting we used to be paying 2,500 for notable companions. That came with houses plus whatever level 5 reward. So not just lock the house behind level 5 reward and pretend like it's additional. No, it's not. It's been always included. Once we got rewards for leveling our companions. All the notable companions that came with the houses got an additional reward. So now, since they don't, they consider that level 5 rewards the only reward for buying notable companion. It just feels bad. We're paying more for less. That's shrinkflation and inflation combined into one terrible inflation, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, this is bad. Combine this with, I feel like this is bad, but there are so many worse examples. For example, that beautiful watering can for 1,500 moonstones, which I don't want to spoil, but I will spoil this one thing. We're getting another thing. The same mechanic in this update. It's going to be in a premium shop very soon. 1,500 for one tool and 3 upgradable skins, which is technically one skin. So yeah, apparently it worked. Apparently they sold enough to justify to do this again. I don't get it personally, and I feel like this vent is properly justified, especially considering that it seems like the quality of the item is going down. So I do agree. It does suck the joy out of it a little bit, and I just hope there's going to be a turning point at some point where things are going to start getting better. I doubt they will ever lower Moonstone prices, but they could easily counteract this by adding some feature to the game that will allow people to earn Moonstones besides Dreamsnaps. I feel like Dreamsnaps is just not enough, not even close to being enough to be able to keep up. 3,000 Moonstones used to seem more reasonable back when I could occasionally get 1,500 or so for Dreamsnaps. Okay, I'm not gonna go deep into the Dreamsnaps. There are some people who make so much more Moonstones now than they used to with the new system, and there are people who make less Moonstone than they used to. And there are majority of people, from my experience, just make the same amount of Moonstones than they used to on average. So some things changed, but it didn't negatively affect everybody. Some people actually got affected positively out of this whole change. So, but one thing that's undeniable is that the pool of Moonstones available to all the players have shrunk. It's been documented and it's been proven. All the brackets were lowered, meaning that total amount of Moonstones Gameloft gives out every single week has gone down significantly, which means, yes, things definitely feel more expensive now. Correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't Hey Hey 2,500? He came with one of the most unique poses out there. He came with his own house, and he came later on another notable reward for level 5 added. I feel like Hey Hey was 2,500. I know that Footstool was 3,000 for some reason, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Hey Hey was 3,000 too. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that they're not gonna spend more just because the prices are going up and the Dreamsnaps are giving less. They're just gonna stop spending. Like, I feel like a lot of people started spending less after these changes because they just don't feel like it's worth it and they don't want to support the direction that they don't agree with. So by, like, obviously the point of shrinking the Moonstones pool through Dreamsnaps and raising the prices, well, not raising the prices, I think they're mostly, what they did is they made more premium shop items. I think it's fair to say that the whole cost of premium shop in the last 2 updates is significantly higher than the updates before that. So more options to buy and less Moonstones to spend. Logically, I think they expected that most people are just gonna start buying more Moonstones. And some people did. Some people definitely did. I did, because I need to review all the items, but for more casual players, I feel like it backfired pretty badly. But also, we have to keep in mind that usually people are not going to make a post saying like, oh, the prices are going up, I'm okay paying them, I'm going to keep buying Moonstones. We're probably only going to see the posts from the other side. So it doesn't mean that majority of people are not buying Moonstones because of the changes. It's most likely that it seems like there is a lot of them because people who are buying the Moonstones still, they're just not going to talk about it. So I don't know. I definitely think that they should give us additional ways to earn moonstones. That would be literally the best solution for every problem. On the other hand, we get a post. I'm begging DDV, give us more than 2 slots to pin in the premium shop stuff, which kind of sounds like the opposite point of view. So this person wants to buy more things. Or maybe not. Maybe they just always out of moonstones and they just want to make sure that the few things that they want to get stay there for when they grind enough moonstones for. Actually, no, this is not the opposite. This might actually be the same, because we might need more than 2 slots if we refuse to buy moonstones even more, because now we have to wait for them. So that's the whole reason to pin items. Yeah, I was wrong. Yeah, this is basically the same point of view. There's already so much I want to save this update, but I can't because we only have 2 pins. So I might have a little controversial opinion on this. I think that there's always going to be so many things in every update that you would want to pin. So if you're not willing to buy moonstones, you will never have enough to buy all of those things. I know it sounds very harsh, but I feel like it's kind of true. Like, imagine the situation. Imagine you can pin 5 items, right? You pin 5 items costing in total, let's say, 15,000 moonstones. And then you try to get those 15,000 moonstones through doing dream snaps, blue chests, doing all the free-to-play stuff. By the time you get even close to that number, we're going to have a new update with all the new stuff, super exciting new items. And then you're going to have to make an impossible choice. Do you unpin some of the old stuff? Because you're probably going to feel like a lot of items are being bought in Premium Shop because of instant... What is it called? Instant gratification. It's even like... There's plenty of studies showing that if you want to buy something, like save it and wait for a week or 2 before actually buying it. That's when you're going to know if the reason you want to buy it is because you actually need it, or the reason to buy it is just because of the instant gratification. If you still want it after 2 weeks, then it's probably worth buying. If not, if you moved on and you want something else now, that's your answer. So this could be actually pretty good. You save some items, you wait 2 weeks, now you have moonstones, but what if you don't want them anymore? Then you just pin something else. It's very interesting how psychology works. But yeah, there is always going to be the next item that is going to be more exciting than the last. That's just how it works. I personally don't see a problem if Gameloft increases the amount of pin slots. I just don't think it will solve this particular problem. You're going to have to make some tough choices regardless. But yeah, we did get a few extra slots for the outfits lately. Maybe we're going to get a few more slots for the Premium Shop. If you look at Premium Shop now, and Premium Shop just a year ago, it's like 3 times longer. We have more featured items, we have collections, we have bundles. Well, bundles always still there, but we have like featured collections, we have limited deals, we have just regular featured items. There's like 20 items in your Premium Shop every single week on rotation. So yeah, I feel like if they're gonna increase the amount of items we have, you're gonna have to give us more slots to pin. It just makes sense. Ooh, we got a Cherry Blossom Meadow build. I think it's a great post to end the video on. We have Dreamlight Amanda. Let's take a look at your Cherry Blossom Meadow. And I read that you're very proud of it, and I think you should be. Wow, this is a really cool way to decorate around the lake. Every time I see a meadow tour, my first thing I'm looking at is how do people integrate the lakes? Because for me, that was the most difficult part about the meadow. And I absolutely loved the way you did it. You basically made a park around every single lake. You just walled it off and make it like a nice nature spot. Oh, that looks good! The egg! Bow to the egg. Oh, that is... Wow, what a meadow. You should absolutely be proud. Genius. Alright guys, on this note, we're gonna end this Reddit review. Thank you so much to everybody watching. Join me for the member-only stream. If you're a member or subscriber on Twitch, later today, we're gonna start doing some decorating. I've been feeling inspired for a long time, so it's finally time to let the inspiration flow out of my body and into some cool builds. I'm gonna try to be very careful with my item limit because I know that I cannot get away with the same things I could get away in my main valley because every DLC is bigger, so I'm gonna have to conserve my items and be very careful. So I need your help! I need your help to keep me in check. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later. Goodbye.
Oh, nice day we're having, isn't it?
Oh, it's wonderful. Woohoo!
Amazing. Gotta tell you, it is really beautiful here. Hey, nice to see you.
Oh,